So you see, the Most High said he's going to forget our children. Why? Because we have forgotten the law of the Most High. The same thing that you post-up preachers are saying that we're not under. You got people following that. And we can go to the last book of the Bible. Show you how important it is. Look. Revelation 22 and 14. It says, blessed are they that do his commandments. It's only 7 verses left in the Bible. But it says, blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life. Hear that? You do the commandments, you're going to have right to the tree of life. I mean, you have an opportunity to live forever. Moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws. It may enter in through the gates into the city. Only the children of Israel going to enter into the gates of the city. 3 gates on the north, 3 gates on the south, 3 gates on the west, and 3 gates on the east. You see? And each tribe, that's 12 tribes. Each tribe will go through a gate. You see? For without the kingdom that y'all say everybody going to and so forth are dogs. And I looked up dogs in the New English Bible Dictionary, which they took dog and spelled backwards and came up with God, and y'all still calling on them. It says it's a word that was used by the Israelites pertaining to the Gentiles because of the profaneness, probably a reference to homosexuality. So without a dogs, that you named them first. And myself, Shai said through King David's prophecy in Psalms 22 and 16, he said, for dogs have compassed me. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. So they were called dogs. And they took dog and spelled it backwards and came up with God, and y'all steady calling on them. When you say that word, God, and they laughing all the way to the bank. Go see, right there, that's them. That's them. And then what did it say though? First thing it says, it's the Holy Bible. It says, in the beginning, God, the same one that y'all called on, created heaven and earth. That's them. The Most High says his name is the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we know that Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. He said that forever. And a memorial to all generations. Better understand. So he said, without a dogs and sorcerers. Sorcerers. Look. Sorcerers, look. How they got all this power? How they got everybody really brain polluted, I'd say? How do they have everybody in pure, unadulterated, deep darkness? Gross darkness at that, it says. Revelation 18 and 23. Y'all better hear the word of the Most High. The light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. Right here in America. And the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. Right here in America. For thy men, thy merchants, were the great men of the earth. Listen to what it says. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. So the ones that's creating all this sorceries and all you that's following all the sorceries and witchcrafts that they got on the people to have them in gross ignorance, gross darkness, you ain't going to the kingdom. Look what it say. Revelation 22 and 15. For without a dogs and sorcerers, witches, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. You can forget it. You got nothing coming. Better understand, overstand. This is real. So, you see how we offend the Most High over and over again. I'm going to go to one more. Ezekiel, because I want to, I guess I'll wait till the Shabbat to bring that out. To show a solution of how we can really touch the Most High and come out of this offending him so much. Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, and verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them, like I'm speaking the Most High's words unto you in this lesson. But thou art not sent to a people of strange speech. So you can understand me, or else you wouldn't be listening. And of an hard language, but to the house of Israel, the family of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language. Everybody mostly know how to speak English. I can speak a little bit, you know what I mean? Whose words thou cannot understand. Surely had I sent thee to them, he said, if I'd have sent you to them, these other nations outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they would have hearkened unto thee. Hear that? If we were saying that all the East Indians are the people of the book, and they speak whatever language they speak, we just said all the Eskimos, y'all the people of the book, y'all the children of Israel, they be all into it. Or the so-called white people, you know, they be all into it. He said they'll listen to you. Arabs, they listen to you. But the house of Israel, we, the 12 tribes, will not hearken unto thee. So they ain't gonna listen to you. But they will not hearken unto me. Ain't that something? Because you hear the Most High say, hey, if you love me, he said in 1 John 5:3, if you love me, keep my commandments. The commandments are not grievous. Do they read that in the church? No, I don't think so. He said they gonna listen to you, but they won't even listen to me. That's a shame, man. You think about that, that's heartfelt, man. That's heartfelt. That's why I say I'm gonna go to my place until we acknowledge our offense. We offended him. Big time, man. Look, 1 John 2:3. And hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments. So how do y'all know him and he don't keep his commandments? Mashiach Hosea said himself in St. John 14:15, if you love me, keep my commandments. And hereby we know him. We know that we know him if we keep his commandments. He that says, I know him and keepeth not his commandments is what? Is a liar. And the truth is not in him. And you know what the truth is? Psalms 119, 142. Let's sing it together. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. He that says, I know him and keepeth not his commandments, you ain't talking about we ain't under the law, is a liar. He call you a liar. And the truth is not in him. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of the Most High perfected. Hereby know we that we are in him, if you keep his commandments. Going back to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, verse 7. He said, but the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee. So they ain't going to listen to you, Ezekiel. But they will not hearken unto me. And you hear what the word is saying. You can write down these scriptures. It's being recorded. You can go back and go over this yourself. All you that don't want to listen to the Most High, well, all the house of Israel is impotent and hard-hearted. Hear that? All is a certain number, though. It means a certain number, because 1/3 is not going to fit into that category. And it's beautiful that we coming back to the Most High's commandments, to not fit into that category. But all the house of Israel are impotent and hard-hearted. Man, bunch of silly, dumb people, man. Look what the Most High told Ezekiel. Man, it's so bad, man. Look. This is terrible. Um, just look at Ezekiel 4 and 9, man. Look what my boy had to go through, man. My brother. He said, take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fishes, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. 390 days, that's like a year, 360 days, and a month. He had to lie on the side. 390 days shall thou eat thereof. Oh, he ain't finished with the meal. The ingredients, I might say. Listen what he said. And thy meat, which thou shalt eat, shall be by weight, 20 shekels a day. From time to time shalt thou eat it, right? He said, and thou shalt drink also water by measure, a certain measure of water, the sixth part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink. Verse 12. Check this out. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes. Oh, man. And thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. You hear that? So we had to eat, he had to eat these barley cakes that was made with man's dung. Just in case you didn't know what dung is, that's doo-doo. In the sight of the Israelites. And the Most High said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Why I call you pork chop eating preachers. And all you that's following them, saying that's all you got to do is pray over it. Some abomination that the Most High made to clean up the earth. Eat anything. Eat out of his own doo-doo. That's why he's saying we, as the children of Israel, gonna eat our defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether he had to drive us because we didn't follow his laws, statutes, commandments, the same thing that y'all saying that we ain't under now. He came hard. He said, hey, man, you gotta eat men's doo-doo. Man and doo-doo, man and dung. Get it and put it in these barley cakes and eat it. Man. Then said I, then Ezekiel had to plead to the Most High. No, Most High. He said, behold, my soul have not been polluted. Hear that? We didn't eat no abominable things like y'all saying you got to do is pray over it. He said, my soul ain't been polluted. But from my youth up, even till now, have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself. Animal die of itself, we ain't supposed to eat that. Or is torn in pieces. A beast teared in pieces. The Gentiles can eat it. We can't. Neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. He ain't never had no pork, no crab, no lobster, no shrimp, no oysters, anything they do, he ain't supposed to be eating it. You know, catfish and all that. Anything that eat doo-doo, we ain't supposed to be eating it. You are what you eat. Then he said it to me. He said, ain't nothing abominable ever came into my body. Then he said it to me, lo, I have given thee cow's dung. Still gotta have that doo-doo. But he used cow doo-doo for man's dung or doo-doo. Dang. And thou shalt prepare thy bread therewith. That cold. That's what we serve. But how we did him? He said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense. So take that. Amongst so many other things he's done to get our attention. Jeremiah, the 7th chapter. Jeremiah 7 and 27. Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken to thee. Sound familiar? You say they won't listen to you, but speak all these words anyway. Like I'm speaking all the words, I'm speaking to you from the scriptures, the word of the Most High. What did he say? Therefore thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken unto thee. They ain't gonna listen to you. Thou shalt also call unto them, but they will not answer thee. That's cold. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High, their power. There is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership. He only belonged to us. What did he say? That's why he said he went to these other nations. They'd have accepted him wholeheartedly. But Israel, that's why he said the ox know of his master's crib. Say, the ox and the dumb ass, you know what I mean? Comparing us to them. Say they better than us. They know who they belong to, but we don't. We don't even consider it. But thou shalt say unto them, this is a nation that obeyeth not the voice of the Most High, their power, nor receiveth correction. Truth is perished. That's why y'all say the law is perished. We ain't under the law. Truth, which is the law, is perished. And is cut off from their mouth. Why you can't even talk about the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws. That's why I say you destroy for lack of knowledge, because you forgot the law of your power, the Most High. Fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power, y'all. Jeremiah 8 and verse 3. And death shall be chosen rather than life. Hear that? Death. We ain't under the law. That's death. Gonna be chosen rather than life. Remember on my show, I say, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. I'm the way to show you how to follow the truth, which is the law. That's going to lead to everlasting life. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family. See, 2/3 of our people are evil. This from the beginning. Moses said, choose ye life and live forever. Adamites. Don't eat a tree of knowledge of good and evil or you're going to die. We chose death. See, we've been playing with the Most High from the beginning. You think he feel pleasurable in his mind and spirit and soul for us? When you go all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to the beginning of this world, he said, all you need is me. And we always rejected him and chose the devil. We chose the devil. Look at Jeremiah 7 and 30. For the children of Judah, so-called African Americans, have done evil in my sight, said the Most High. They have set their abominations in the house, which is called by my name, to pollute it. Hear that? All kind of idolatry. And you know it's up in the churches. To pollute it. God is here. God ain't nowhere. Well, maybe he is. Maybe whoever it is that you call it God, that ain't the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He ain't up in there. He don't dwell in temples made with hands. You see. That's why he said in Jeremiah 8 and 3, and death shall be chosen rather than life by all the residue of them that remain of this evil family, which remain in all the places whither I have driven them, said the Most High Power of hosts. That's why he called you evil, because he didn't give you no religion. He gave us laws, statutes, commandments. Or identify your religion in this Bible. Identify your religion that he gave to Moses to give to us as the children of Israel. Identify your religion that he gave to Ezra when we done lost the Bible. And Ezra's bringing it back. Prove your point. Moreover, thou shalt say unto them, thus say the Most High. This was the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob telling you. Shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? That's what he said. I'm going to go to my place. You're right in this place until we acknowledge our offense. Why then is this people of Jerusalem sliding back by a perpetual backsliding? See, why have we taken our knowledge and understanding, the little that we have, and went backwards? You know, it's like how many people have really started to learn the truth and went back out in the world, knowing good and well that hell is waiting on them. The devil, they went to the devil. That's what it says. And death shall be chosen rather than life. They chose death. What you think, you going to get everlasting life and you ain't trying your best to do it will please the Most High? You part of that offense. I'm going to go to my place, he said. That's where we started, right? Until we acknowledge our offense. I ain't go no further because I can't go no further because of the fact of where we at. We can't seek his face. We still offending him. You're offending him, but you're going to seek his face. That don't work. He said, why then is this people of Jerusalem, we the Israelites, sliding back by a perpetual backsliding? They hold fast deceit, hold fast to lies. They refuse to return. Hear that? Surely we was lost. Myself Shai said in Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I have not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's us. But now that you found, now that you could hear the truth, learn the truth, apply the truth in your life, why you still want to refuse to return to the Most High? Hebrews 10:31. It says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. But you refuse to return. See, I hearkened and heard, but they spake not right. No man repented him of his wickedness. See that? Because you saying you ain't under the law. You ain't got to follow his rules and regulations. No man repented of his wickedness. Kept doing the same thing over and over again. Saying, what have I done? I ain't done nothing. Remember they said, hey, get you away from me. Nobody see me. I did a lesson on you, the you don't see me people. What have I done? Everyone turned to his course, doing whatever they want to do. Remember say, follow your heart. Ain't that what the world tell you? Follow your heart. The scriptures say the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. What have I done? Everyone turned to his course as the horse rushes into the battle. Okay, tunnel brain, just steady doing wickedness. See, yeah, the stork in the heaven know her appointed times. No one's going to drop that baby off. And the turtle and the crane and the swallow observe the time of their coming. But my people know not the judgment of the Most High. You better understand. I'll show you a judgment of the Most High. Especially since you say you think you can do whatever you want to do and ain't no evil gonna come near you. Amos 9:10. All the sinners of my people, that's the 12 tribes of Israel, shall die by the sword. He said, I'm gonna kill you. You want to be a sinner? He said, I'm gonna kill you. Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. He said, I'm gonna kill you. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. What's sin? See, that's what you wait on. If you get these religious people to say they sin, then ask them what is sin. And what scripture defines it? Y'all should know this by heart. 1 John 3:4. Whosoever committeth sin, and it's in the New Testament. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. They're the Most High's laws, y'all. For sin is a transgression of the law. But the laws that we're talking about here are the Most High's, when he wrote his finger, the work of the Most High. So sin is a transgression of the Most High's law. That's why it's a shame to even think that you're not under the Most High's laws, his rules and regulations. How you think you're going to be blessed? You're not going to be blessed. You already said you're going to be cursed. That's from Deuteronomy 28:15 all the way to 68. You go to church, read those curses and see, wow, that's us. Nobody else fits it but us. Going back to Jeremiah 8:8. How do you say we are wise? How you say you got all this intelligence and the law of the Most High is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain. The wise men are ashamed. They are dismayed and taken. Lo, they have rejected the word of the Most High. And what wisdom is in them? What wisdom is really in them? When you say, okay, well, we're going to sit down and we're just going to deal with precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, with all the different topics of this Bible. You can't do it because they have not been taught. They ain't learned that in theologian school. That's why they sit there, they can bring a few scriptures, they just run their mouth. Most religious leaders, they just talk. They talk. And that's what y'all used to. Therefore, when you have someone that's bringing forth precepts and bringing forth these scriptures, you don't want to hear that. But it don't matter. The Most High still going to deal with you. Believe this. Remember we said, hey, they ain't going to hearken to you because they won't listen to me. That's you. That's you. Be right back.